Hey, mic check 1 2 3. Welcome back to ATI Auto Business, the Car Shipment Business channel. It's noon. It's Thursday. It's time for Dispatching Live. Questionable loads and total mayhem. All right. So, what are you seeing on the load board? What do you want to talk about? What do you have a question about? Dispatchers, brokers, carriers. Everybody's welcome here on Thursday's Dispatching Live. Please do jump in the live chat. Please do leave a like. Thank you so much. And let us know, how are you feeling? Are you under the weather? Because it seems to be going around. Let's check in with Sue. Sue, are you okay?
Hey.
Hey.
Well, it's my turn. You were sick last week. It's my turn this week.
It's your turn.
Yep.
Wow.
And all week long, too.
And
there's no way you could have given it to me either.
Allegedly.
We're nowhere near each other.
Right. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, so I hope, hopefully by this time next week, then Elena's going to say, it'll be Elena. And everybody takes a turn.
Yep.
Here. So, yeah, no, I'm pretty much fine now. So yeah, 1 week later, it's amazing what a week will do.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor, when you get a chance, share your screen. Douglas is here with us too. And yay, my day is complete. Minis, my Excel homework for university boot. Why do we need spreadsheets? I don't know. I got nothing there. We are gonna try to keep the show a little shorter for Sue, so that because I know it's overwhelming. It's amazing. How do you describe mentally what happens when you don't feel well? You still have to get stuff done.
Yeah, you still just struggle through it, I guess. And I'm not a quitter.
Right. You can't be. This is auto transport. It's just, it's harder to... Oh, and I saw this crazy video yesterday of this flatbed guy that, I don't know if he went off the freeway entirely and landed below the overpass and then drove, I don't know, through a gas station. It just was a reminder, man, that this is, here we sit and talk about loads. But this is one crazy industry. So, and I guess where I'm trying to go is to not feel well, but still have to operate a vehicle, a truck, right? How's that going to be? Yeah. Do you guys park it when you're really sick? Do you park it?
Drivers?
Yeah, right. Alami, light auto transport broker. Thank you for the show. Oh, thank you, Alami. That's awesome. I love that. I'm glad that carriers, dispatchers, and brokers can all come together on something called Dispatching Live. Fritz Duvall, it's my birthday.
Hey, Fritz, happy birthday.
It's Fritz's birthday. That is awesome. Yeah, man. Awesome. Happy birthday. Birthdays are cool. Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Well, maybe it depends on how old you are.
Oh, come on. Birthdays are always great. Maybe as you get older, they get even better.
Oh, well, I'll let you know when I'm 80.
Maybe there's there's a bell curve on birthdays, too. The birthday bell curve?
Could be.
I don't know. Actually, it would probably be... You know what? The birthday bell curve would be a upside-down bell. You're young, it's amazing. As you get older, you're like, this blows. But when you get really older, it's great again. Oh, I am so glad that I do feel better. So I look forward to when you feel better as well. It's an entirely different experience.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
But you got to keep on doing it. But I will say, most of my drivers, they're feeling like crap. They sit down and tell me they feel like crap, and
they're parking it.
They still feel like crap, then they still keep parking it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And they keep working, right? They keep working.
Well, some of them keep working. Some of them will stay down until they feel better. I guess it all depends on how sick they really are. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you can drive through some of it, but if you're puking or anything like that on a regular basis, you know you're shut down.
Well, exactly. It's what's the nice way to say this? The additional liquid expiration.
Yeah.
That was the politically correct way of saying something.
Crap.
Yeah, crap. Mike Baldwin, Charlotte, North Carolina to anywhere. Oh, Mike's got the first search. Thanks, Mike. You read our minds. So,
Oh,
Mike,
should we talk about how bad the load board is too?
well, yeah, we're going to try to do some loads too. You can take the screen when you're ready.
Okay.
I'm writing down Mike's search. Yeah, and we're near Q4, the dreaded Q4s.
Hey, you know that boring one is down
Exclusive
in
is here. Hey, what's up, Exclusive? Logistics of Myrtle Beach. Best money to wherever. Yeah, right.
But he's not going to.
That's good. That's Sue's specialty. 3 cars to anywhere. Gold bars.
All right.
Devin's got the happy birthday. Chris has got the happy birthday. David Two Bears has the happy birthday. Oh, and happy birthday to you, David, from the 3rd. There we go. We got another one.
Hey, Vance, ain't that the truth?
The birthday dance. Why not?
I'm trying to share the screen, and it won't let me.
Oh. Dang it, Jay.
You have to share, Jay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Let's go on. Alrighty. So, 26,643. We were at 29,231. That's decent sized jump for a week, and that's kind of been 2,000 to 3,000 a week, which is not pretty.
3,000 in 1 week.
Horrible.
What's the percentage? That's 10%, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the bad news. You shouldn't have a 10% drop in 1 week.
No. I mean, I remember back in the days when they were like, so when we first started this way back, I remember 13,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I'm not talking COVID. I'm talking like almost 20 years ago kind of thing.
Well, but how many of these loads aren't vehicles but pinball machines and laptops?
Hay bales and whatnot. What did I send you the other day? That one was pretty crazy.
Is it hay bales or extrusion box?
No, I sent. Yeah, yeah, that was one of them.
I still don't know what that is.
I didn't either. Well, no, there was another one I sent you this week that came up that was really crazy too.
Oh, was that the ice machine? I think it was an ice machine. I think it was an ice machine.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, the Zamboni. I sent you the Zamboni.
The Zamboni. Hey.
Yeah, that was it.
The amazing Zamboni.
And just verify it. All right. Well,
hey Jay, had a great conversation with Ty yesterday as usual. When I started my shift yesterday, we're going to 32 hours start next week. Sales are steady but slow. Interesting. Cool. Thanks, Chris.
All right. So
okay, so North Carolina to anywhere, 3 cars, gold bars.
Okay. I'm just going to put in dollar amount cars, right?
Please.
I have not been seeing a whole lot of gold bars, just for everybody's knowledge.
Yeah.
It's not on there. Let's just put, what, at least $400?
She's doing $1 per mile per vehicle minimum. She's doing a $300 minimum carrier pay filter.
All right. Doom, doom, doom. 131 loads only. See what we got.
And that's to anywhere.
Yeah, this is to all. That's what I just put up. Yeah. So, well, that's huge. They got a 14-foot box truck going down to Duluth. Not. Winston-Salem to Poplar Bluff. Problem is, you might find a good one on here, but doesn't mean there's rest to fill up the rest of the load. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna.
You need to be able to build a load.
Yeah. I mean, I would use this, but I don't know if there's anything else to go with that one. Let's go look and see.
fact, hey, there's a good question. You know when brokers call, hey, can you move this one for me?
Yeah.
Do brokers ever look to see what else might go with it and then try to sell those too?
No. I have them ask me stupid things like, okay, so they will, okay, there's a weird one right there. They'll, like, I'll be in
Ooh.
Arkansas and they'll ask me to pick up loads that are in Kentucky, like I'm on that route. Right? I mean, that's a
Yeah.
regular thing. That tells me, and it's always Rat that does that, by the way. But that tells me they know nothing about this industry whatsoever, right? Because who the frick is going to go through Kentucky if you're in Arkansas if you're not going that direction?
Do you think everybody gathers in the cubicle hallway and they pull a short straw and they're like, that's it? Sarah has to make the dumbest call today.
Well, and I don't think they even realize they're dumb because, seriously, the one she called me first and she called it Arkansas, I think is what it was. And I said, Arkansas? And she's like, I guess. And then she said, well, isn't AR stand for Arizona? I said, no, that's Arkansas, man. And then
Awesome.
I said, so she said she had a load going, let's just say it was Little Rock going to Dallas. And then she's like, I said, no. And then she's like, okay, well, could you take that one with the one going to Kentucky? Would that make you a load? I'm like, no, because I get a lot of that. That just either they're not trained or they just don't grasp the concept. I'm not sure. So
I like this topic for a second. So what is going on there? Is this the intern has no idea what a load is? Like,
I maybe the intern. I don't know if it's always the intern. I think.
But do they
that
not?
When
I mean,
people,
they literally don't
they just
know.
Don't get it.
They like, okay, day one. This is a trailer. There's 3 spots available. Picking up in Arkansas and picking up in Kentucky is not loading the trailer.
No. And I think part of what goes down is, so they see that we've done loads in a certain area before. That's why they always call you, right? Doesn't mean you're there right then, but that's why they're calling. And then they just try to throw stuff in. Oh, I know the M place does the same thing, and I just thought of that too. They're another one that asks us for crazy stuff when we're taking a load.
That's really funny. As if I don't know how to look for my loads. That's great.
Yeah. That's the first thing they say. Well, do you have any more spots? Well, I've got it covered, because they always give you crazy crap. I don't even want to hear it. I know what they've got on their board, so if something that worked, I would have asked you for it.
What,
you know what I mean?
While I may sound like a pessimist, I'm usually looking for a solution. Is there a way that a broker could get closer to a solution when they call, like, hey, if you could pick this up, we're adding another $100 right now?
Yeah, that's what they need to say.
Something, right?
Yeah.
They never offer anything.
No. Or they'll call me. I get
other than a guilt trip
from Ready and United Road asking me for quotes, which I think is hilarious. They call me and say, so what would you charge on this load? And I'll tell them. And they're like, oh. And then they hang up. Because it's way under.
Right. Are we talking about you or the shipper?
Yeah. There you go.
Right. They suck too many. Yeah. Well, it certainly doesn't help when you can't understand who you're talking to.
Especially when their name is Bob.
And it isn't. Right?
Yeah, it's always some American name. And I'm always like, no. If you can't speak English, I know that's not really your name.
And when it comes to this, like, this touchy stuff, I really am trying to be in the middle in that. Listen, everybody's from somewhere. But again, if I can't understand you to finish a transaction,
yeah,
I mean, I don't know what to say. Is it me? I think that's what you say. Listen, Bob, I don't know what you're saying. Is it me? Bob? Hey, Bob, can you understand me? Because I can't understand you.
All right, let's see.
And by the way, Sarah, I don't know. Sorry you draw the...
Sarah.
Did you? That's how you should answer the phone. Did you draw the short straw today? Oh, yeah. No, we're not going to Kentucky or Kansas.
Take it too. Just take it too.
By the way, that
All
10 and M20, how would you load
Okay.
that? How are you going to
Well,
get that
see,
on?
I don't think you are, because look at it. It's narrower than a car. You're going to have a flatbed. That's the only way this is going to work. And does it have enough oomph to get on the
Right.
trailer?
That looks like a fork on to me.
I would think so too. And if you
Actually,
wanted to put it on your, and well, here's the other thing. What do you strap it down with? There's no real wheels.
It actually looks like a fork off, if you know what I mean, Bob.
But I mean, there's no wheels. You know, all of our guys have wheel straps. So how the hell are they supposed to strap it down without strapping it completely over?
I mean, it may as well be an ice machine.
Yeah, well, probably a lot less weight, but
I don't know.
yeah. So
I would think that thing's heavy.
well,
I don't know.
I can look up curb weight. Wait.
Why would you? Why are you looking up the curb weight? We can't get it anyways.
Well,
Could be
'cause we're
light as a
asking
feather.
questions. I don't. It's a
Can you
street
winch it on?
scrubber. Says it's only 390 pounds. Bull crap.
390 pounds?
There's no freaking way.
I don't believe that either.
No.
It ain't going to
That
do
means it, like-
anything. Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way. I'd say at least 1,000 pounds, don't you think? But well, anyways, needless to say, we're moving on.
Maybe Bob's name should just be Fork. That way it's believable. Hi, my name is Fork. Okay, I can believe that. How can I help you, Fork?
Well, these aren't bad, but I mean, one doesn't have keys, so that doesn't really help us.
Hey, look at that. Carpool Logistics. Do you know who they are?
I've hauled for them a few times, but not usually with their winch stuff.
So
You
did
know who they are?
Well, did they have you use a different technology?
No, well, but it's been a really long time.
So go to carpoollogistics.com.
We ship cars fast. Well, that's
Okay.
kind of an interesting website. Kinda
So,
like it.
okay, so Speculation Live, the founder came from Acertus.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Something like that. So, my money is that they also have their own technology. I really think they do. Keep scrolling down. This doesn't say anything
look,
about
it says-
technology.
It says
Oh.
tracking and status updates throughout the entire vehicle delivery journey. So yeah.
I think that this is the next auto sled for, whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
By the way, I've noticed, I've been watching Run Buggy, Auto Sled, Acertus, Montway. They're all really pushing that they have their own latest and greatest technology.
Yes, Pre-owned now has one. Auto Sled has one. What happened to the company that was going to try to do this all together, so we didn't have to do all these different apps?
Well, it's right. Well, okay, so that's ClearPath TMS, and I don't know where we are on
the only person using
Plateau.
that is Carvana.
Plateau.
Plateau.
Yeah.
that was the name
Okay,
of it.
so Carvana's now using ClearPath.
Carvana's now using
Which-
ClearPath.
I think is a show. I sent them an email, but I know also people get pretty backed up.
Yeah.
But anyways, Carpool Logistics caught my eye because I'm pretty sure they have a technology, but I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it. So if anybody in TV land, if you see Carpool Logistics technology, let me know. I want to see it. Get a screenshot or, whatever you can. Send me an email. Oh, David says they're missing a 0 at the end, I think, on the ice machine. All right, well, we're still searching. We got, who are we looking for? Bob? Mike Baldwin. Okay.
What?
Let's see here.
You want me to catch? want me to cash? No, I want to check.
She's been pulled away again, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry. Hang on.
That's okay. I can do a little bit of news.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're good?
I had to do something real quick. We're good.
All right. So we're still looking for gold bars for Mike, North Carolina to anywhere.
Yeah, we're still going through. There's not a whole lot on.
Well, and you know that it's thin when he just said North Carolina to anywhere. He didn't even tell us what city. Prius to West Virginia. How about a good paying truck? How about a good paying Prius? Hey, Super Ben is here. What's up, Ben? How's your Thursday going? What's going on there? How's the office? What's happening? What are you guys working on? What's the order of the day?
Okay. Well, if somebody wants to go to Wyoming, RPM has one for $2,000, but I don't think you'll find anything else.
I know, right? Oh, Exclusive's got Asheville to South Asheville to South Alabama has some good ones.
Okay, we'll look at that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Oh, look, and there's Run Buggy. So, and that's another question too. So, like a Run Buggy or an auto sled, do they post on Central at the same time as their own load boards?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I just got it. Did I send you the email from Backlot Cars that said that they're going to start listing the loads on Super Dispatch 4 hours before they put them on Central, starting a certain date.
Right.
So,
yeah, I think we got that. You sent me that email, and I got that in the industry news. By the way, Ben said today's office is his patio. That does sound nice. And here, check this out. Mike says, quick question. Okay, Mike dropped a load 2 weeks ago. Was supposed to be COD for a dealer. They were closed when he showed up. So they said they would do ACH, and now will not answer any calls or texts. Sue, what would you do?
What can I ask who the dealer is? And I will tell you.
Let's leave.
Depends.
Okay, well, let's leave names out for a second. What types of dealers do you think you're dealing with?
If it's somebody, well, okay, so you have the big dealers who screw up on a regular basis because they got too many people not paying attention to stuff. Okay, so there you have that. And I don't know how many times I've had to call repeatedly over and over again to get to the right person to get paid. But then you also have those little tiny dealerships that do that on a regular basis. And the better question would be, what are their ratings on Central? That will tell you a story in itself if they've got a bunch of negatives for non-payment. If they don't, then it's probably someone just not following through. So, and where are they based out of too? Sometimes that
what
will make a difference too.
What can you do? What's a nice way of like going through and checking your boxes? Like what? What do you start with? Do you text, email, or call? Or
I would do all three. You can send them an email through Central. Give them a negative rating. That would be the first thing I'd probably did if nobody.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So you're going to lead with negative rating.
Yep. When they are ignoring you, if that's what it takes for them to see it, then that's what I usually do.
Does the negative rating send a wrong message, though? I'm just asking the question. Is there a better?
Depends.
Yeah.
It depends on how long he's been waiting.
2 weeks.
Like, I would give him a negative, because usually what happens is they see that negative come through, and immediately they'll call you. And when they call you, say, "I've been calling you and calling you. This is the only way I could get through." 2 weeks is an awful long time to wait for something that was supposed to have been COD. And usually, like I said, you're either dealing with a huge company, like there's
and they said they will.
Where this happened.
He says, okay, will not answer any calls or texts. So that does sound like a negative.
That sounds like a negative to me, first
If you've
and
been
foremost.
calling and texting... So then, how about what do you say? Let's go back a moment.
Okay.
Before you get to the negative, you're calling, you're texting. What do you say? Hi, this is Mike from blank transport. We dropped off the blank on blank, and we're still waiting for ACH
money.
payment.
Yeah.
Please call or text.
Yeah, that's and you can, and if you don't want to do the negative right away, then go do a send them an email through Central. There's your trail too, by the way. There's your proof that you did it, because they're gonna say we never heard from you, blah 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 blah, because that's what usually says. But anyways, go through Central, send that email first, just say, hey, we've been trying to get a hold of you, and I've been texting and calling, nobody's answering me. I need to get this paid. Try that first, and then if still no response, then give them a negative. And if you knew where they were out of, I would go back over there and get my money. I mean, I don't know how far away we're talking about or anything like that, but I'd make sure I made another trip to that guy's location and got paid. Does that make sense?
Yeah, say that last part. What'd you say, Sue? What was that last part? I was thinking.
I'd make a trip to where I could make a run to wherever this guy is out of and show up on their doorstep and get my money. That's what I would do.
Ty has pay me, you SOB.
That too.
I
found a load for him, by the way.
Here's what I was just thinking. I want to ask that question, but here's what I was just thinking. In this moment, Mike, you know, this is one of those moments where what would you say to an up and coming new carrier that is thinking that all you got to do is move stuff and get paid? You know, like a lot of the videos say, right?
Yeah.
Just jump in your truck and drive and get paid. What's the teaching moment here?
Don't ever leave a vehicle without getting your COD.
Well, and but that's another problem, is that logistics governs keep your truck moving, right? You hate to just stay somewhere so you can collect the money. I mean,
don't get me wrong, I don't do it every time either. We do not. I mean, we do night drops all the time,
right?
But, you know,
don't you worry every time a little bit?
Well, it depends on who it is.
Yes.
Honestly, that's my biggest thing. If my driver says he wants to do a night drop and it's COD, I'll go make sure they're a good company, and I'll say it's okay. If it looks like they've had problems, I'll say no way. You need to make sure. In fact, I've told people before you even take it off the trailer, you get that money in hand before you drive away.
Well, this is where, like, and I mean, I was gonna say as a dispatcher too, because John used to always say, well, just call them and I want to leave it. And I always thought, see, that opens up a whole nother set of problems.
Yeah.
The inspection, the payment. Because that was another question I had too on that, Mike, is that, you know, who arranged for the freight on this? Are you working for, did the dealer post it? Did a broker post it? Is this your client? I'm assuming it's not your client. I'm assuming it's just, you know, random dealer.
Yeah.
And if they're a small dealer, right, then they're probably just busy. But that doesn't really help you.
So it's a small dealer, he said, with 94 rating, 2 negatives in the past, but lots of positives, it says. So...
and by the way, teaching moment, this is the problem too. Dear shipper, this is what the carrier is spending his time on, rather than moving
also
your car.
If there's a broker involved and they weren't the broker, contact that broker.
I'm going to assume the dealer is the broker. That the dealer posted on Central, but yeah, I'm assuming. I'm curious.
Is that what the point is?
What is going Canadian on your boy?
That's on my.
That's funny.
That works.
Oh, hey, you found an ACV load on Central. That's great, because I got a question about this.
So should I tell Mike the load I found for him before we?
Yeah. What do you got?
All right. So I've got this load. This would work as long as you're signed up with everybody on this list. So LMR needs additional insured to haul for them. Run Buggy, you have to be set up. It takes 24 to 48 hours minimum to get signed up with Run Buggy because they're a real pain in the butt. And then ACV, you have to be signed up with them as well. So if you're signed up with all those, that's a good run. It's only 583 miles, and it's paying 575, 500, and 575. $1,650 to go 583 miles. Yes, please.
Wow. Great.
So it's $2.83 a mile.
What happens if he's not anywhere near Asheville?
Well, he's in Charlotte, so he ain't that far from
okay.
Asheville.
Oh, okay. How did you know that? Did he say Charlotte?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, so he did specify a city. Okay.
Well, just recently, yes.
Oh, okay.
So I caught that. That's why I was like, this would work.
So what do you think
I'll
of this
be in
load,
charge.
Mike? You gonna call it?
Because everything would fit. It's nothing
Don't be
big.
that guy and steal Mike's load.
yeah, don't steal his load. But
Mike,
like I said,
Mike
the
calls,
worst part
but I'm
is
Mike.
being...
I'm Mike. It's my
The worst
load.
part of those, if he's not set up with these people, there's your problem, because LMR will hold the load, Run Buggy does not. And here's the other problem with Run Buggy. That load may be on there. You call them, they will not tell you anything about the load, even if it's available or if it's gone, because they never take them off of Central, just so everybody knows. Until you're set up. I have set up so many guys, went in there, and they're like, oh no, that load hasn't been on there for days.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. Now ACV, if you're signed up, you can go in and swipe that right away. That's easy peasy. Getting set up with ACV, they're still, I think, doing the 44 months thing, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's changed. I haven't checked with that. One of my girls got somebody signed up or says she's signed up with him, and he's only been in business a month. So I'm not really sure about that. We're going to send him an email because she just went on vacation. We're handling her driver. So I want to confirm that because they were pretty adamant about the whole 4-month thing still, unless it changed because of what's going on,
Okay,
So-
Mike says the dealer is the broker, so that makes sense.
Ah, yep. I'll have to do that.
We want to pay attention to this ACV has a load on Central Dispatch stuff because we're going to get into that too, but ACV has a load on Central Dispatch. Again, I'm gonna say it one more time. You're going to find this interesting. I find it interesting. ACV has a load on Central Dispatch.
Why are you finding that interesting? They list
Who
the
owns
loads on Central.
Who owns Central Dispatch?
Oh, you're saying because they've got a lawsuit.
Isn't that
I got what you're
interesting?
stepping in. Yes. Well, I don't think they could do that though. That would be more to fit in with their whole lawsuit, right?
Okay, so how funny is it to be the grand owner of all these brands, and you're like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess we'll let them use that brand, but not this brand, or
Yeah.
we're just not going to talk about it, or
Yeah.
we don't know what you're talking about. That's not mine. And the real fun here is we're the only place where this is even talked about. Complete radio silence throughout the rest of the automotive industry. I mean, that's wild, man. That's totally wild. Let's see. Yeah, and here's another. Thank you, Ben. These issues are the issues that make or break those vital business relationships. Well, how about this? Gonna be rich soon, new broker. Right? How about
Right.
that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sweet.
when you get caught up in the can't get the guy his $150 and that's tying up your mental capacity, shoot us an email here at Dispatching Live. Right? Because it's not all escalators and jets like in the promo videos. I promise. I wish it was.
Mike said he's set up with everybody but LMR, so he's calling LMR.
Oh, nice. Keep us posted,
Sweet.
Mike.
Yeah, that's
that's what Dispatching Live is for. We are your dispatch friends.
There is another one on here, Mike. If that one doesn't work out, it's just not. It's going to take you off a route. Let me tell you which one it is in case something doesn't happen for you. You could take this West Alabama Acadia into Tuscaloosa. It adds a bunch of extra miles to it, but it would still work. Just giving you a heads up.
Always great to have backup load ideas.
Yeah.
In fact, you should, if you're looking for 3, find 4. This is auto transport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find 4, plus also keep in mind, don't take a 4th that's a Copart or IA that you may have to cancel.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do it. Because then there's a big negative waiting for you to happen. So anything that I take as an extra is always usually something at the dealer or something like that I'm not going to piss anybody off on.
Now, is it me or did I see another search?
Oh yeah, I swear we did. Hold on, let's go back.
Asheville. Oh, Exclusive was talking about Asheville to South Alabama, which is what you ended up looking at.
Yep, that is what I ended up
thank you,
at.
Exclusive. That's very nice. We really do
Thank you,
appreciate
Vance. Vance has been
Vance. Yes.
That's Vance, and Vance just had a couple surgeries a couple weeks ago and was doing way better. So everybody tell him, awesome.
We're so glad.
Really, really struggling there.
Wow, that's tough, man. Your health is everything.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'm going to get him back on next week is what he's talking about. Give him back his driver. So
I just got it. Ben, here you go. Your health is everything, and so is ACH.
Okay. Or COD.
Right. All right. Well, let's do this. Because we'll see what we're going to do time-wise. But we just got through, can you believe it? It's already 12:40.
Wow.
I think this show goes faster when I feel better. But welcome back to Thermonuclear Thursdays on Dispatching Live. This is Auto Transport, and we want to hear from you, and we want to help you give those feedback truth bombs. In fact, look, can't wait to hear the feedback. We've been giving feedback, and our friend that sometimes watches the show that's connected to our other much bigger friends is enjoying the content and taking notes. So keep it coming. What we're talking about here, without speaking in code, new search or old search, and why or why not. When you say it here on Dispatching Live, it actually gets to the folks that need to hear it. Sometimes. So please put it in the live chat. Please put it in the YouTube comments. Like, share, tell your friends. Thank you. But when the broker gives the shipper a quote, forget about it. I gotta change. Okay, there we go. Carrier, forget about it. Okay. All right. Too much zooming in. When your client asks if you can do it cheaper, you might do it crappier, but it was cheaper. So, what do you mean you're giving me a negative? You said cheaper.
Oh, did I tell you a story last? I don't remember. Did we talk about the transporter who gave us a negative last week?
No, I don't think so. Tell me.
So last week we had a load. I swear we talked about it. Last week we had a load, and it was a transporter. I had to cancel because we broke down, and gave me a negative. And so I gave them a negative back, and I also contacted Central and also told them that, hey, um, you know, you're a transporter and I turned in FMCSA. I will say, by the way, Queen Elizabeth just passed away.
Get out of here. She did?
No, she just passed away. It says.
Like just now?
Yeah, it says 11 minutes ago on the Washington Post.
Okay, because I just
96
checked.
years old.
Wow, I was just looking. Yeah, wow. I said the last headline I saw like an hour ago was that it wasn't looking good.
Yeah,
Wow.
apparently
I
not.
mean, the
Yeah, it's
Queen, the Queen of England. How old was she?
96.
96.
She'd been on the British throne for 70 years. It's the longest monarch ever.
I mean, that's wild. The throne for 70 years, man.
Yeah. Prince
She was
Charles
a real
is now king.
spitfire. I mean,
Yeah. She even made it through COVID. That's what's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's nuts.
Wow. Wow. Well, Queen of England, we salute you.
Yeah. Doug is wanting us to look at a Durham.
Oh, Douglas, what? Any cars to get me
Doug-
out of Durham back to Lancaster? Currently
Yeah, let me know.
under one going back home. Okay, so she's gonna pull that up too. But you were saying, so you had something you were saying?
So yeah, they had given us, one of my drivers, a negative because we had to cancel a car at IAA, and he was a transporter, so I gave him a negative in return, and then also turned him in the FMCSA, and also sent an email to Central. Of course, I never heard a word from Central. Shocker, right?
Oh yeah, big shocker.
So yeah, but he didn't dispute it, so he let it roll off. So I'm just gonna be quiet and let it hang. So.
Oh, he failed to dispute?
Yep. So they have to drop it, but
Interesting.
he can redo it if he wanted to. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna put up Maryland.
interesting. Failure to dispute, starring Matthew McConaughey. By the way, I thought, you know what? Let's make one more martini for the Queen, huh? One more martini for the Queen. That really is impressive. I'm impressed. I mean, some presidents can't get through 4 years, huh?
Well, there's a Kia Sorento over in Greensboro going to Newcastle, Delaware, probably to the port for $350. You'll need
Do
your
me a
winch.
favor and share your screen
whoops,
when you're
sorry.
ready. Yeah, you're all right. We will witness
Pretty
a
sure.
changing of the monarch, something none of us have ever seen. Ooh, good point. Well, let's make another martini for the monarch, huh? And who is it? Boy, this next one will be good, huh? You know, it's like my theory on anybody who's the third. What do you even have in relation to the first? Is there anything left by the third? I always wonder that.
In Carolina, he's going
Oh, hey,
to
Candy.
Alpharetta. You haven't found a second one for him, right, Jen? Hold on. Trying to get this to come up.
Thank you for that, Ben. Everybody's
Delaware's
well
going
wishes.
to take you off a route to Newcastle. Doug has
Douglas
a
has
winch,
a
right?
TWIC. Oh, good.
You don't need a TWIC at Newcastle, but either way, there's
Oh,
one
is
over there in Greensboro.
Is it
again,
King Charles? So
yeah,
that's how
it's
they
King
do
Charles.
it. King Charles.
Yeah. There's a Greensboro in-op going to Newcastle, Delaware for $350.
Probably of the whole bunch of them, probably the best choice. Right? Toe the line. My gosh, they got to get out of the headlines at some point. Jeez.
I don't know. He hasn't said. All he says is, Doug, are you willing to use your winch?
You have a TWIC or you are a TWIC? Okay. You have a winch? Do you have a wench or a winch?
Oh, that's what I sent you, a wrench one, remember? I sent that to you yesterday. Someone put on there, need a wrench to pick up a car.
You need a wrench? That's great.
And
Well, it's better than needing a winch.
There's a Camry out of Raleigh, but you need a winch, and it's at an impound yard. Yeah. What about that's not ready.
Well, at least there's loads, right?
Yeah, well, kind of, but no,
Kind of.
some of these are not available. Jen's already called on
That's
most of these here for
too.
him.
Oh, okay. Already kind of been through it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Douglas has a winch. Oh.
But he's never used it. It would be his first try.
You know, I have heard good things about first-time winches. That it's not as bad. Oh, brother. It's not as bad as you think, or it's you know.
Yeah.
Just hit the button and hold on to your shorts. Is what you do.
That green. So you want us to call him then, Doug, and see? Just want to know.
Oh, is he on the phone too?
No, well, no, that's Jen's driver, so she's been looking for him. So we're just putting up another page, but that's the only thing that's viable on here right now is this one right here. But if he's willing to try your winch, we'll call. It's up to you. Just let Jen know. And then I want to look for Virginia too. We can do Virginia. Vance said you'll always remember your first time. That's pretty good, Vance. Love it. Because they want their money up front. That's why. That's why they're telling them that. That's why they're telling you that. So I got a customer on the phone. Got to tell you this little story.
Okay. You just have to make sure your load is secure. Okay. I was muted.
Oh my.
I was muted. Okay.
Anyways.
Check my email. Okay. What's in the mailbag, Fritz? Uh-oh.
When was the last time you took a short? The PS.
So I got a person
say no.
On the
yes,
phone.
It's going to take more
They
time.
called us for a quote
but
that's
this
not
car
ready
hauler
for like 2 months from now. Okay.
Okay, so we got a car hauler. Yeah, go ahead.
So no, it's not car hauler. It's an actual customer of mine. Anyways, so they're calling us and they're saying we need to get this booked right now. It's not ready for 2 months. First, I told them they need to call us in 2 months, a little bit closer to the date, so that we can give them a better quote because we don't know where gas prices are going, right? And they've been talking to other brokers, and the brokers are saying, no, we need to book this now. And I said, it's because they want your deposit money. We're not doing a deposit, and we're not going to lie to you and tell you that we're going to list this now because I don't know. These people, these brokers that are keep doing this crap just irritate the crap on you.
What are they doing?
So this customer called like this week for a quote for a load that's not ready for 2 months from now. First off, I don't list them that far in advance because I have been through the ringer with people booking this stuff out and then canceling on the day up.
Yeah.
So I don't do that.
Yeah.
Secondly, like I told them, I said, I can't give you a quote just yet. I mean, I'll give you a quote right now, but you need a call when we're a couple of weeks out instead, and I'll tell you what the quote is because gas prices could change, right?
Yeah.
And rates change. So if it's a snowbird, you know, that kind of thing. But anyways, she just called and she's chewing her ass out saying, we need to list this right now because the other broker she's talking to is saying they need to do it right now. And I said, it's because they want your deposit money. It's not because they're trying to help you. It's because they want the money up front. And I don't take money up front, by the way. And she just cannot understand that. They just were talking to this lady just now about it.
You know, that's interesting because Okay, so a lot of there's more and more companies trying to figure out how to do like shipper matched with carrier technology so that there's no need to call a broker and go through this stuff. Okay? For example, when you go to book a flight, do you call a travel agent or do you go on like Expedia or whatever?
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, that's for sure.
Really? I'm going to ask it again. Sue,
Yes.
when you go to book a flight, do you call a travel agent or do you go on Expedia or whatever?
I go on Expedia or whatever they are, cheaptickets.com, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
In
get better
fact,
breaks.
I'm going to go with 100% of humanity does the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, who calls a travel agent?
No, do they even have travel
Exactly.
agents
Thank you.
anymore?
So let's cut over to auto transport. When you go to book a vehicle, do you talk to a travel agent or do you just use whatever technology and book it?
I use whatever technology there is and book it.
But you end up
Book
on the
it,
phone with a travel agent, don't you?
No, I don't ever usually talk to anybody when I'm booking shit. I didn't even know they had real people anymore.
We're talking about car shipping,
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry. I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about travel.
Well,
Sorry.
that's all right. No,
Yeah,
you're good.
okay.
You're good. Okay. So when you ship a car, you end up talking to people.
Oh yeah. Well, or text. Yeah.
All right. So, but would it stand to reason that a day will come where you can just use technology like you do when you're booking a flight?
I would think so.
So there's a lot of companies working on that.
Right.
But what are their biggest hurdles? I know this is kind of a complicated thing, but I mean, what do we need to get through? I don't actually, and I know that we're not going to get the answer to this today, but this is what I ask companies that are working on this technology. Right, exactly. Exclusive. You got to talk to Bob. You don't talk to Bob when you book a flight, do you?
No.
So why do you have to talk to Bob when you book a car?
Well, you're talking like as a customer, right?
I'm talking about as a customer. And that's
They should
not,
be talking to a real live person though, because for one,
it's
they're
not the
not
same thing.
they're not explaining how this process works, and most people out there do not know the broker, transporter, shipper, customer whole thing, right?
Exactly. It requires education, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then that's what I'm getting. There must be a way to educate customers through information without it having to be a 2-hour phone call that includes a story about your niece, your dog, and your hair.
True.
I'm positive somebody's going to figure this out. I know it's not easy, and I also realize that as people, we just want to talk to a representative. But maybe if they said, "Listen, if you'll watch these series of quick educational videos, you can either it's either $100 more to talk to Bob,
Or
or it's not." I don't know. Part of me is still trying to figure out how in the world technology is going to get created to match shippers with carriers so you don't have to talk to Bob. Hey Jay, quick question for those that have a 3-car trailer. Do they keep the back flippers on the trailer or do they take them off? I just purchased
my guys
a 4-car.
keep them on.
They do keep them on?
Yeah, because that way I can take bigger vehicles. Doug, what did you buy? Is it a true 4-car?
It's so funny. I was thinking the same. Is this an imaginary 4-car? Now,
Yeah,
Douglas,
I mean, if it's tell us what it is and what the length is, Doug. Because A 4-car is not technically a 4-car if it's a wedge, just so you know.
Exactly.
They tell you that shit all the time. They're liars. The only time you're going to fit 4 on a wedge is if you have flips on the front and the back, and they have the right. Like, I've got a formula. I've got this great formula that I use, and it works.
Okay.
And it lets us know whether we can put 4 on. But they got to be 4 itty bitty tiny ones, like
Mini
the
Coopers.
179, 180.
Prius.
No.
Chevy.
Yeah,
Bolt.
well, Prius, yeah, Bolts, or I've taken 4 Terrains before, an Equinox, 2 Equinoxes and 2 Terrains before, but he was 56 foot. He's a 50 foot with 3 on the front, 3 on the back, and he's a flatbed too. That makes a huge difference as well. Okay, so Doug said he's got a 50-foot coffin with 3-foot flippers the front and the back, so that's going to make you 56. You will not always take 4, Doug. It will not work. But you can take 3 1500s. You can take, by the way, what size of truck do you got too? Because I don't want to kill your truck when I'm telling you this stuff. You can take 2 2500s and a small SUV, a small car.
Which
I've got that trailer, but it's a flat.
And there's way more money and demand in what you're talking about, Sue. Right? How many Gold Bar Mini Cooper loads are there?
Never.
Right.
None.
But you'll get people wanting to move trucks, especially if you like hanging around in Texas, and it's all King Ranches down there.
It is. The problem with the Texas is they don't want to pay anything because they know they got us by the freaking balls, basically.
Uh-oh. It don't pay to move truck nuts. Okay, nobody says that.
Please call Shane and tell him we're still waiting for one.
Let's do this. We're going to kind of get through the rest of the news and finish her up. Put dispatching live in your office. Oh, that's when I was wearing the referee shirt. That's pretty exciting. Hey, you guys still hiring? You got room for another carrier?
Yes, I do.
Murphy Auto Transport. Are you looking for a dispatch service? Talk to Sue.
Yep, we have more spots. I've got 2 more outside dispatchers, I believe, that need a couple of drivers. 3,500, huh? Yeah, I don't want to kill your truck. My guy that has the one that we keep showing, the winter chicken dinner loads, DSK.
Yeah.
He has a 5,500. So putting 3 1500s on there is not a big deal. I'm not sure if you're 3,500. If we did that, it would probably eventually kill it.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Even DSK has already changed trucks out too, and he has a 5,500. So he went through last year. I think it blew up the motor or the transmission. I can't remember what it was. Go ahead.
So what's his profit and loss spreadsheet look like at that point? Do you have any idea?
I don't.
I mean, that's got to be a game changer.
It does, because it wasn't just that. He had
we're not going to Cancun
to find
again.
a truck.
Yeah.
I mean, it took him a couple months to find a truck, and then he had to bring it back all the way, I think, from North Carolina.
Right.
And then it took forever to register it, and tag it, and they have all these stupid rules for that kind of stuff if you buy out of state. And it took him probably, I'd say, 2 to 3 months to get it all straightened out and get back on the road. So,
sheesh.
But yeah, 3,500, I'd 2 1500s in a small car would be fine, but I don't think I'd want to put you on there 3. So.
A broker emailed me. Noticed a lot of hatred toward brokers, however. It's total mayhem with new carriers. Okay, can we confirm or deny the following? That new carriers are accepting loads and forgetting about them? True or false? Is that happening?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
I have to hound them to answer, to accept the loads.
Accepting loads and then forgetting about them?
Yep.
It's total mayhem with new carriers. Communication is horrible. They only call when they need a load, and it doesn't take much for them to start being rude.
Called to get it, yeah.
Are new carriers rude, true or false?
Yes.
They are?
True. Yes.
Whoa. It's total mayhem with new carriers canceling at the last moment. Is that happening?
True.
Oh my gosh. It's total mayhem with new carriers being rude to both brokers and customers.
True.
Oh my gosh. It's total mayhem with new carriers marking loads as picked up when they're actually not.
I don't have that happen a lot. Most of the time they don't mark them.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that one. Marking loads as picked up when they're actually not. That's a dangerous game. And it's total mayhem with new carriers accepting expedited shipments and calling tomorrow saying how they will not pick up and how they will pick up some other day.
True.
It's
true.
just unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, here's what I have happen more than that. I don't know if it's necessarily just the new carriers. It's, okay, it's dispatchers that they're going to dispatch for them. That's where we're having problems with more than the new carrier.
Uh-oh.
Because we're constantly calling dispatchers for a company and asking them where their driver is, what's going on with our load. They don't know what the hell is even going on. I'm not kidding. This happens every single day if they're a dispatch company. They'll sit there and say, I don't know where my driver is. Why don't you call them and find out? I'm like, that's your freaking job. And still, nothing. Or we called the other day because they're supposed to pay a broker fee, and the lady just kept arguing with us. I don't know what you're talking about. And we're like, go look on your load sheet. It's all there. You guys know that I always tell everybody up front, if there's a broker fee, how they want it paid, blah, 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 blah. I've always keeps the text even, and that's why my phone sucks, because I have so many freaking texts on there. But I tell you up front how I want to be paid, what's going to go on, blah, 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 blah. So when you sit there and say, I don't know what you're talking about, and I've got the text, that kind of shit just pisses me off, and I put you on my do not use it on a regular. So I agree with a lot of that stuff because we have it happen quite a bit.
That's craziness, man. Well, and so he says that brokers, in my opinion, are still keeping this industry to be somewhat professional and hold some standards. Otherwise, it's total mayhem.
Mayhem.
It's an interesting point.
It is. I
really
mean, I
is.
agree. Most of that is pretty much on point, and I would agree with a lot of it. That's why we always try to, I mean, even if we call a broker and they're rude to us, we still are nice to them because, you know, I need the load, or I may need a load later on down the road, right? So always remember that. Just because it's a one-time thing, it's not necessarily a one-time thing.
Well, I mean, it's funny that we're even talking about this because, I mean, you know, when you see this, I don't know why, I'm usually standing next to the most rude person that's ordering fast food. Like,
yeah.
Hi, can I help you? Just give me a cheeseburger and fries. Uh-huh. Okay. Coming right up. You know, like, so, I mean, when you call about a load, I mean, I don't remember just being fed up in general and calling people and being like, just give me the truck now.
Right.
Hi, I'm calling about a load. I mean,
yeah.
Is that hard?
No. But you got to see some of the stuff. Well, like the text I'll get. My favorite one is this. Hey. That's all I get. Hey.
Hey. What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm like, hi, how can I help you? And then they're like, okay, I want this load. And it takes them 5 minutes to answer after they say, hey. I'm just like, okay, so when I request a load,
Hey.
I'm just like, I'm calling about this load ID. And I'm wondering if it's available. Now, here's my trick for everybody. If you want more money, don't tell them the company name. You just ask for the load first.
Oh.
Find out if it's available. Then you throw that shit at them. Then you say, okay, I want this amount of money. Still don't give them your name. You wait till they answer. Then if they say no, then you get on another phone and you text them from another phone number and ask for more money. It works every time. So.
Well, it's funny you say it because, and that's, I mean, when it comes to like dispatching,
Uh-huh.
for me, this is why I got into like Google Voice and everything else. Sitting at a
'cause you can use
computer,
it.
as to
Yeah.
opposed like a PlayStation or a phone.
Yeah.
When you're sitting at a computer and you have multiple monitors and this
Yeah.
thing called a keyboard, then you can type words,
be
and
fun.
that's much faster than trying to, play Tetris with a paragraph. So by doing some of those like old guy non-millennial things, you can actually communicate better. Was that too much?
Well, I'm just kind of fancy and use a bat phone, and we also, because I UMA with all my dispatchers, like if they're trying to get a load, I'll go with my phone number because it's totally different than their phone number. Like they're out of a totally different state. So if I text the guy and ask for more money, then they eventually relent and give it to one of us with the amount of money we ask for. And we do it also like when they won't answer the phone. How many people text people that never ever answer for a load? It's my biggest pet peeve ever. Right?
Okay, well that's the post and run,
Yeah.
right? When somebody,
Well, yeah.
it's a brand new load posted on Central and nobody answers for days.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
post and run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time.
Okay, I'm getting ready to post this load. Everybody ready to run? We're leaving.
Oh shit. No.
And click.
Shit, it's too big. I can't do it.
So,
Try to get another load.
yeah. Did you get the memo that
There's
everything
my
is
damn
on the everything's on the load board now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything and anything is on the load
Yeah.
board.
I'm gonna need you to call about that ice machine. Yeah. It was the dispatcher. Still funny. Okay. Join us every Thursday, Bachelor at Truck Stop. It's here. You can give a rose to your favorite dispatcher. And in fact, we invite you to join us Tuesday night, Carriers Unfiltered. I'm looking for everybody unfiltered. Do you want to join us live Tuesday night about 8 p.m. Central Time and sound off? We mean it. You can join us. Like, we don't normally do this. And there's a reason why. Because it comes with a little bit of pain. But I'm trying to give the microphone to more folks that want to say stuff, right? Because I'm sitting up here on my bully pulpit, carrying on. Say something. What is it? What do you want to say? Who do you want to say it to? Unfiltered. Tuesday night on
Anybody
ATI.
hear them? And that other one?
Look at everybody
Tell
just
him that
scrambling
and put
up
him
to
in
the
the order.
microphone. All right. And that means you, Ty, and you, Candy. I need your help.
Oh, that's what I said.
Get people that I know people got stuff to say. I've got Facebook too. But the problem is it's easy to post and run. How about sticking around to back up them facts? Huh? Now that is a whole nother ball of wax. Such a bully, Jay. Yeah, Candy, Ty. Candy and Ty are both going to be on this show. Tuesday night. It'll be crickets of fun. Okay. We had What Makes a Great Car Hauler this past Tuesday night. That actually was a great show. We had John Larrick from Larrick's Towing and Transport. He's looking for drivers. He's been looking for a while, and so we put this show together with John to try to, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Not only are you looking for drivers, but what makes a great car hauler? And we had a great
really like
show.
them.
John Larrick, Joe Burkari of Midwestern Car Carriers. We had John Pulley. He's a professional car hauler at Midwestern. Great guy. Gosh, that was amazing.
They moved to Florida, right? Lyrics did.
Who?
Lyrics
Lyrics?
did.
You know, I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure they moved to Florida.
Is
That's
that
because I was
right?
trying to move some of their vehicles down there. Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Huh. Well, if you missed what makes a great car hauler, let's see. Show link. Here's the show link in the live chat. And here was another, man. This was a big show. The ACV lawsuit show. So, ACV Auctions is suing NAAA, Manheim, ADESA, ServNet, IAG. But gosh, is that news? No? Oh, nobody else in the automotive industry finds this to be news? Huh, I wonder why. Well, we did a show, War of the Auctions, yesterday. That was a great show. That was really interesting. So it's a 1 hour show, pretty much 1 hour. The first half is me laying out the facts of the case. But here's a good question. Ty raised this question. So does Central Dispatch, which is a Cox Automotive subsidiary, which is Manheim, right? Does Central Dispatch allow ACV to post loads? The answer is yes.
Yes.
That's interesting because ACV is suing Manheim as we speak, and I don't know. Can't they just say, yeah, you know, we don't really like it? Could they? Who's going to stop them? Right?
That's true. But that would be another nail in their coffin, I would think, with this case, right?
Yeah, but would it? And who cares? And who's going to talk about it?
I'm
actually serious
about how much they spend every month. I bet they're in the $3,000 range, don't you think?
What are they charging? What are they pulling in monthly? What is it?
Central?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we figured it out. Just in the transporters, it was over $1 million. That's not even including the brokers.
And what did you say ACV spends? $3,000?
I bet. Well, because what did I tell you? It was anything over. Hold on, let's go.
Who's going to even notice? Let's take 3,000 divided by $1 million. Is that right? No. Let's do 1 million divided by 3,000.
So.
No.
Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe they're only paying. Okay, so it's almost $400 for 500 posts a month. It's $750 for 2,500 posts a month. $999 for 10,000 posts a month, or 3,000 for unlimited. So I would say they're probably in the $750 range.
So here we go.
500 posts.
So if ACV's paying 3,000 a month and Central Dispatch pulls in $1 million a month, that's 0.003% of their monthly revenue. Are they going to even notice if they,
No, not one.
If somebody
person,
loses
not
the
one company.
paperwork, Did you lose that? Did you lose the ACV paperwork? Or was it Bob? I think it was Bob.
Well,
now, I realize I'm
I think they're probably
speculating
paying
live, but
1,000
again,
at the most would be my guess.
what does it matter?
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. But
who cares? This is auto transport.
Right. Well, and $1,000 is chump change when you're making probably closer to $2 million a month, right?
By the way, is it irritating that we're even talking about it? Does anybody care? Literally, does anybody care? Probably not, right? So what? So what?
I care just for ACV. How
Well, we all care for ACV. I mean, that's the thing, is that ACV is a great place to find loads.
Mm-hmm.
They are a growing alternative to, I don't know if anybody else other than Kim Jong-un likes one flavor of ice cream. Too much?
He also doesn't go to the bathroom, but that's beside the point.
I mean, ACV revolutionized the digital auction.
Yes.
And
that's what I think is crazy. That's how cool that is.
And now that it's a proven deal,
other people are Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh yeah, no, we transform the industry. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So this
The
is what you were
broker
saying. So
software.
backlog car. What's going on with backlog cars here? Backlog cars
This is
is
what they're
excited
doing.
to announce that all loads posted by backlog cars will soon appear exclusively on the Super Load Board. This exclusivity period will be available for 4 hours prior to listing on Central Dispatch. Which, since we're talking about everything, here you go, Manheim. I thought Car Global owned backlog cars.
I thought, was Car Global Cars Arrive? Because that's
Yeah,
who. Yeah.
right?
Okay. Right.
I don't know.
So
Just
there's
asking.
also something else everybody needs to know about too. So Super Dispatch is making a new thing that if you're not verified on Super Dispatch, you cannot get a load on Super Dispatch
Ooh.
too. So to verify, all you have to do is put your certificate of insurance. By the way, they want one with Super Dispatch on it. Don't just put a regular cert on there. The W-9, your MC. I think that's it. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh,
let's see.
exclusive logistics. Thank you. You thought it was a good show? I appreciate that.
Also, another thing people need to know about too on Super Dispatch. You can put your payment stuff on Super Dispatch, like your ACH information and your voided check now, so that if you're booking loads through there, they know how to pay you. I recommend doing it.
Well, it's interesting. So once we get through some of the fancy filter stuff, will Central Dispatch then move on to some of this other technology stuff that's being introduced? My money says yes. Right?
Maybe that's why they're doing what they're doing, is that they have to change
To
that
get ready.
to be able to do the rest
Yeah,
of the other stuff.
right.
Yeah.
But this
Because
is
their
great.
plan is to do, just like where you click Super Dispatch, their plan is for that to go down on Central, just so everybody knows.
And then this gets
Click a
back
button.
to the ACV versus NAAA Manheim ADESA ServNet IAG complaint, and that is that the whole complaint is over their ACV's inability to get access to a technology called Auto IMS. And that's what many commercial consigners, which are big clients, require ACV to have in order to do business. I realize I just put several people to sleep, but what would happen if the number one load board emailed you and said, you don't have the right trailer, you can't use us anymore? Peace out.
Yeah.
What would happen to your business?
You'd be done.
The loss of access to
Yeah.
something needed to do business, I think is part of, dare I say, having American freedom. When someone pulls your access to something necessary for you to continue life as you know it, well, your only remedy is really the court. What if Google pulled your access to Google? We'll just get
Maybe.
another Netscape or whatever.
So good.
Are you sure? That's the ACV case in a nutshell. What is this, Sue? What in the world is this? Am I at KCI Airport?
No, this is the Carvana lot in Oklahoma City, guys.
What?
How many trailers you guys see? Probably 100. Isn't that crazy?
What?
Danny was there yesterday and picked up a Chrysler Sebring that we took down to the Austin area or whatever. And he sent me that picture. That's some crazy crap going on right there. That's Carvana.
Ty, have you seen this? Ty, this is I don't know what Ty's doing. Oh, he's here. Yeah, okay. So Ty, this is you said this is Carvana, Oklahoma City.
In Oklahoma City. Yep. That's where we picked up a car at.
I think The thought bubble on this guy is, anybody else smell a problem?
Yep.
This is a... Wow. What? All right. Speculation live in the live chat. What does this mean? What? Speculation live in the live chat. What does this mean?
No cars. That's what it means to me.
So, by the way, those are probably all the new ones they just ordered. Oh, okay, yeah. What if these are new trailers?
Well, I guess it could be.
Ah. So then, okay, so then that turns the speculation around. This is actually, this means we're in for
cars, then.
Yeah, we're in for a lot of business.
Yeah.
In which case, the guy's thought bubble is, I don't smell a problem. Wow.
Yeah.
Ty, where do you think they ordered them from? What's that say? What's that circle? Is that the Cottrell logo? Is that Kaufman? What is that?
Looks like Kaufman to me, man.
Is that Kaufman?
Don't they have a circle around it? Let me go look. Kaufman logo. Sure,
Douglas says the thought bubble is, I smell insurance claims. No trucks attached. Well, there's a truck right there. He's in the way.
I don't know. Ty, what is that? What is that?
Oh, that's a Carvana
The
license
Kaufman?
plate. So that's a Carvana hauler right there facing forward.
I mean, that logo's on the trailer, on all of them that I can see.
Is this at the ADESA, Oklahoma City?
It can't be a Kaufman. No, this is Carvana, Oklahoma City. That's where he took the picture at.
It says
Look at that!
like...
Look at that first one right there. Can you blow that one up any bigger?
Yeah, let's see here.
Because it looks like a totally different.
What
now
does that
it looks
say?
like QUX.
Capina?
Yeah, that's not Kaufman.
What is that?
Ty probably knows.
Yeah, what is that name right there?
I don't think it's. You think those are Cottrells? Why would it have that on there then?
Okay, so Ty says Cottrell. Exclusive
But I don't
says
think that's
Cottrell.
Cottrell.
5307s. Yeah, but that is not... I don't know what that is.
And it's not their logo either, so. I mean, it
It's
can't
a
be Kaufman anyway.
It's a knockoff called Bob Trell. I guess we got a few minutes left for sure. Let's do this. This is from the 5 new questions from Tuesday night from What Makes a Great Car Hauler. Here we go. Play along at home. Question 1. When loading a Stinger, do you load the top or the bottom first?
Well, I would do the top, but I don't know. It depends on what the size of the vehicle is, right?
Chris's thought bubble smells a problem. Yeah, what's the question? I mean, what are you going to load first?
I mean, it depends on the type of the vehicle, right? Because you put certain cars certain places.
Okay. Well, this is where this is actually a good question. In that, so if you're loading a Stinger, a 9 car, are you gonna start loading at the bottom, or are you gonna start loading the top?
Typically, I would think the top.
Right. The answer is the top, right?
Okay.
You got to load the top first, because if you fill up the bottom, you can't load the top next. So there we go. You know, it's good. Somebody somewhere, maybe even Sarah, who drew the short straw, realized, wow, that's... Now I got to find out what a Stinger is. Question 2. What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2019 Nissan Altima from Ridgecrest, California to Coatesville, PA? It's only 3/4 of the country.
Yeah, that's cross country. I would think $14.75, but God knows. This is where they get you hard, is when you're doing cross country.
I know, right? They squeeze the guts out of you.
Yeah. I don't know where Ridgecrest is. Is that in
I don't know.
LA kind of thing? Or?
I've stopped worrying about the cities. I'm using the new look. Oh, come on. That's funny. I mean, it's a Nissan Altima. And
I think it's going to be 1190, but I think it should be 1470.
Well, and the caution here is whether you have a 3-car or an imaginary 4-car, you probably don't want this load.
No, because I guarantee it's going to come over as 1190. Well, and even 1475 is probably just at 50 cents a mile, if that.
And I believe it is. I believe somebody said this is 2,800 miles. It's 1475. Now,
holy crap!
I mean,
That's
somebody's
California actually.
Somebody's going to argue 50 cents a mile, 2,800 miles. That's great, but is it?
If you had 10 of them at that, yeah.
Okay. So if you had, but what are the chances you're going to find 10 Nissan Altimas paying 50 cents a mile going 2,800 miles?
Yeah, not going to happen.
Not real good.
No.
Oh, David says they are Cottrell. Okay. So it said quick spin.
Ah, okay.
Quick spin.
Because I didn't say control on it, so it makes more sense.
Quick spin. Okay. That's good. Appreciate that. Love the community. Thank you, guys. We have birthday wishes and clarifications. Question 3. One of these days. Really? Oh, jeez. Okay. Besides vehicles, what else needs to be secured on the trailer before and after every load? Is it the dispatcher, the bill of lading, ELD, or ramps?
Ramps with locks, preferably. They're stealing them everywhere. Just so everybody knows. Had it happen just recently. Or they've lost them, too. People don't strap them down, they're gone.
Right. Ladders and ramps.
Yep.
I don't know. Should you strap down that dispatcher? Oh. All right. Well, it's ramps. Question 4. What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2020 Toyota Supra from Ottumwa, Iowa to Bristow, Virginia, 405, 620, 840, or 1125? These get harder. It ain't 1125.
Then it's got to be 840. That'd be the only other one.
And it shouldn't be 405. Yeah.
No.
Going once.
I'll go 840.
Oh, I've got
but
one
I think
for
it needs to be
840.
1125.
Do I have 2 for 840? Can I get an 1125?
That's correct.
Yes, it is.
Oh, 840.
Which again, I mean, that's not bad, is it?
I don't know. I've never run the mileage. I have no clue.
What are you going to put with it? Nothing. We
Well,
got one in Kentucky. Thanks, Sarah. I just named the the dispatching intern Sarah. So it's kind of cool. All right, question 5. What is used to determine whether you have enough space between vehicles that you're loading? A piece of paper, a piece of wood, a human fist, a human head.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
I've seen a lot of guys put their head in between cars to make sure they're okay.
Really?
Why get a height stick when you can use your head?
Yeah.
You have learned. Oh God,
That's funny.
I love the answers on this one. Oh man, it's so funny. And right, every car hauler's like, "Come on, Jay." Okay, if it's a piece of paper, we're all in trouble. If it's a piece of wood, you know,
Yeah, because that doesn't mean
that's
anything.
not
'Cause
enough.
wood could be
and
2
right,
inches.
exactly. How big is
I don't
the piece
know. When
of
I
wood?
take 4, we only got like 2 inches in between. Just so everybody knows. So.
Right, exactly. Actually, a piece of wood is probably the best other guess. And if you're using your head, you probably need to park
I got
it.
problems.
Yeah, you got problems. Oh, shoot.
All right, let's see. What
Yes,
is
it is a human fist. Rapid Recon at Oaks Kia, that's tomorrow on Cars on the Move at noon. That's going to be cool. So, Ty, I don't know if Ty's going to be at Oaks Kia, but Rapid Recon, we're going to be talking with Rapid Recon at Oaks Kia, live on Cars on the Move. That I know. Beyond that, the show's full of surprises. So join us tomorrow at noon. That'll be cool. That's another Cars on the Move, live on location. It is the Car Should Be Business channel. And, Sue, you did it. You put in another 90 minutes.
I did it.
You did it. You sound good.
I don't feel good, but I sound
Yeah.
okay.
You sound good. Maybe, do you think, I don't know, can you get in a nap, maybe? Or is it too crazy?
It's too crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to
Yeah.
sneak in a nap on a dispatch day.
Sometimes we get in we have a massage recliner, so we sometimes
Nice.
can do that. I bought
That's
that for the
great.
office so that we could take, relaxing when we're having a really stressful day.
That
Kind of
is
goes
a-
along with my margarita machine and the other stuff.
I was just going to say, you got the margarita machine.
Yeah.
And maybe, how about like a wave machine that plays the sound of waves in the background?
Oh yeah, something to relax you by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool. And
Very
you
true.
have green tea? Do you drink green tea?
No, I'm not really a
I
tea
drink-
person. I'm a water person.
You know what I do? So when I wasn't feeling well, I was doing, of course, water. But
Yeah.
Gatorade, coffee in separate cups.
Right.
Energy C and
Oh,
hot
yeah.
tea. And just
Yeah.
rinse and repeat. It was a liquid fest. Which would explain the liquid fest. Okay, so all right, everybody. Well, listen. Whether it's a fist or a head, we appreciate you joining us
It's the
again
other big one. The other
on a
pink one.
Thursday on Dispatching Live. Please do be sure to join us tomorrow for Rapid Recon at Oaks Kia on Cars on the Move, live with Ty. That's going to be great. And be sure, put it on your calendar, next Tuesday, Carriers Unfiltered. Even if you don't join us live, join us in the live chat. Send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Let me know what you want discussed. And Fritz, I'm going to check out that video, but I did put the link in the live chat. Something about a forklift and I don't know, something about a forklift. All right, office. What do
All right,
we
everybody.
say?
Goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Peace out.
All right. See ya.
Peace.